Welcome back to my Lobotomy Corporation bedtime story reading. This is Hitori and I'll be helping you fall asleep with some ambient audio and also OST from our favorite game as I learn more about Lobotomy Corporation's abnormalities. In the last video, we read about the Fairy Festival. This time it will be about Meat Lantern. This is now the 13th video of this series. Check the entire playlist on the card on the upper right of this video. Let's begin. Meat Lantern 0-04-84 is a small fluffy white mound with two round eyes at ground level of its containment room. It has a glowing flower growing from its head and hanging in front of it like the lure of an anglerfish. The rest of the abnormality is buried underground. Ability. Its ability will trigger once its clip-off counter reaches 0. Its clip-off counter can decrease by 1 when getting a bad work result or by finishing any work in 40 seconds or less, including interruptions like panic. When the counter reaches 0, it will breach, moving into a random hallway with containment units. It will hide under the ground, with only the flower and a few white hairs visible. When an employee walks over the white hairs surrounding the flower, the abnormality will reveal its true form. Giant jaws, dropping up and eating the employee, dealing a large amount of 500 red damage. The abnormality has low HP at 330, and remains in one location for the duration of its breach. Employees will not detect it breaching, so they will not attempt to suppress the abnormality once they are in the same hallway, and the hallway will lack the red border indicative of a breach. Suppression cannot be ordered by selecting the containment unit when breaching. It can only be suppressed by selecting the abnormality itself. Its HP bar is not visible when breaching. Story. It's always under the floor of the containment unit, only showing its eyes and a mysterious luminous organ above the ground. There's no way to confirm what it looks like in its entirety, as it moves underground, not through the hallway. It is impossible to predict its path when breaching. For the same reason, its escape cannot be detected. Excerpt from voice records. You're located near the information team, right? I've heard that some employees went missing around that area. Would you mind checking to see if there's any abnormalities causing spatial interference? What? But there's no such abnormality around here. I don't detect any breaching abnormalities either. Look everywhere. Well, Lloyd, there's no sign of any abnormality, but I do see a small flower on the ground. What are you on? What flower? The bud. It's glowing. It's amazing. It's strange finding something so green here, when we don't even get sunlight. It's so bright. Other employees came over to look at the flower too. You need to come and see it. The light is so bright and warm. I feel like something good is about to happen. That's not a flower. Order all the employees to evacuate immediately. Do not run away in a group. You have to slowly escape, one by one, with quiet steps. What are you talking about? I thought I told you there's nothing nearby. Wait, I think I just felt a slight tremor beneath my feet. Is someone fixing the pipes today? Ah, screw it. Just enjoy looking at the flower all you want. Trivia. Meat Lantern and Dimensional Refraction Variant are the only abnormalities that are undetectable during escape. Its ego weapon has no description. It is unknown whether this is intentional or not. The game file for its encyclopedia is entitled Bunny underscore en. I do remember when I first selected this abnormality out of 3 boxes on the screen. Everybody was like, oh no, you're gonna have a hard time with this one. Yet, this abnormality is indeed very difficult for those who just started the game and have no idea what Meat Lantern is about. I think your employee has to be specifically level 1 temperance and possibly level 2 in prudence. I always have like one employee assigned only to Meat Lantern and also assigned for the Scarecrow, if you know what I'm talking about. Because basically, if an employee can be assigned to a Meat Lantern, they can also be assigned to the Scarecrow. But if you keep on putting them on insight or attachment work and then you forgot that specific employee actually leveled up with their skill, then they will be finishing their work in less than 40 seconds, which is absolutely not good. It means Meat Lantern will breach, and if you are not careful, you weren't looking, Meat Lantern usually puts its little flower near a door where one of your employees is also working, right? And then when they get out and you have not suppressed Meat Lantern yet, they will eat the other employee. It did say here that the red damage is 500. So there's actually possibly a chance for other employees to be able to live if ever they step on that, or am I wrong? Oh no, I just saw 129 HP for 42 5. Okay, yeah, definitely dead. No employee, I don't think, will ever live to Meat Lantern breaching. Yeah, I take that back. So it was a pain in the ass. It would be a pain in the ass for Meat Lantern to go out and you have not noticed that they went out. One of your employee or more that just passes by in there would die. But in the end of the day, if you have not done course suppression, whichever one that is that levels all of your employees up to level 3, you're fine. If you have already done course suppression before, I don't think this is a good abnormality to get. Because there's no way that your employee will be able to finish any work with it for more than 40 seconds. Now, if you have tips or interesting details about this abno, please comment it down below. If you like, you can also catch my stream in Twitch and here on YouTube so you can assist me if you are a veteran in the game. If you want more Project Moon content from me, please don't hesitate to like the video. You can also support me further with my Patreon. Also, don't forget to subscribe. I'd like to thank my current Patreon supporters that are shown on the screen, as well as my Twitch subscribers. I want to always let you know that I appreciate everything you do for me, truly. This thanks is also extended to you who is currently watching. Anyway, until next time, I hope you are stay easy.